I'll sit until Al shows up, and then I'm gonna
fair.
step aside and run comments because that's a full-time job.
I pulled my last baby tooth out the night before I had to get braces because I did not like pulling. Like I didn't, like a normal person, I didn't enjoy pain. So I was terrified of like pulling teeth when they got loose. I would wait until they would like fall out. I would like wiggle them until like I would do everything I could to get it to just naturally fall out, which is similar to how I want to die. Doing anything to make sure it's natural. But yeah, then the night before I got my braces when I was 14, they were like, they're going to pull it out if you don't pull it out.
And so you were like, I'm motivated. I am motivated.
Yeah. I was like, all right, 1, 2, 3. Tears streaming down my face. I'm 14 years old.
Hey, can you guys hear the movie okay?
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to hear any dialogue. Yeah.
It's nice and peaceful here, ain't it? You can breathe. Now take a good look around.
How's that?
It's a little echo. It almost sounds like the man from Another Place from Twin Peaks, the little person.
Let me mute my mic.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'll have headphones in when I'm performing, and that's fine.
It was all your fault.
Must have been. Cool. Oh, hey, we had one person, and now they're gone.
They saw how unprepared we were, and they were like, "Ugh, no."
Derek, don't forget to write your own joke.
I did. That was the first one I wrote.
Oh, did I miss that one? I just see Al, Katie, and Laura.
No. He's got the bushiest tail of anyone I know. Is mine.
Oh.
I love it.
Okay, we've got some people. All right, finally. Hey guys, how you doing?
They missed the whole teeth conversation.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I was okay. So last week I was out because I had oral surgery at like 3:00, had 2 wisdom teeth pulled, and I was out. I was on fucking Norco, and I got the best sleep I've had in forever. And I'm still not completely at 100%, but I'm doing okay. Everybody, good evening. My name is Michael Marquis Albright, and thank you. I am so unprepared. I'm so sorry. And thank you for joining Down in Front for our latest installment of B- Fridays, an unscripted riff. Oh, man, we're already echoey, aren't we? An unscripted riff of a movie that probably isn't very good. With me tonight are your performers for this evening, or at least most of them. First, one of my favorite people. She knows the dangers of befriending feral rodents firsthand. Katie Reynolds.
Hello.
Next. Yes, I am less wise now, Brian. Thank you. I am light 2 extra teeth. Next, one of my favorite people. He's not here yet. He's going to come along. I'm going to sit in for him until he does. One of my favorite people. He's the only one who knows where Mrs. Calabash is. Al Kwiatkowski. Next, one of my favorite people. He's got the bushiest tail of anyone I know. Derek Martz. And it's okay.
The secret is dry shampoo.
It's okay for me to say that. Who wrote that joke? And finally, one of my new favorite people. She has a stop-motion animated friend too, and it's Derek. Laura Maynard.
Oh, thank you, new friend.
Yeah. All right.
She thinks I'm cute.
Cube or cute?
Cube.
Bring it in. Time for the sincerity break, because there is a lot going on, and we hope this show provides a needed morale boost to get us all through it. Last week, I will tell you, can go fuck itself. Links to all of the following can be found at the About page on our Twitch channel or on our website, downinfrontlive.com. COVID is killing over a 9/11 a day in the United States. Stay home and wash your fucking hands. As a group, Native Americans are one of the harder hit by most of society's ills, but COVID specifically. Indigenous Mutual Aid is an information and support network with anti-colonial and anti-capitalist framework that collects funds and distributes them to frontline Indigenous aid organizers across the country, with a current special focus on COVID. Trans rights are human rights. The Brave Space Alliance is accepting donations to build a growing community and provide free resources to the trans community in Chicago. Indivisible is a network of local groups committed to electing progressives at the local levels across the country. And in addition to donating, there are links to help you take more direct action. Black Lives Matter, and that somehow remains a controversial statement. Please support this movement from inside, if at all possible. Donate to the Act Blue link on our website, to blacklivesmatterchicago.com, or other places where you feel it can be helpful. There is still almost nothing being done about the eviction crisis, and Chicago Anti-Eviction Campaign can use your help. If you're in Chicago and you or anyone you know are facing eviction in Chicago, you do have rights, and we've provided a link to the city's website about it. End of sincerity break.
Good job.
You did
At
it.
long last, I can stop being sincere. Tonight's movie, this is the best Christmas movie ever, and I don't know how this isn't a classic, but It's a Wonderful Life is. It stars Jimmy Durante and a stop-motion squirrel, and it's called The Great Rupert, and honestly, it doesn't need us, but we're gonna go. We're gonna do it anyway.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. So yeah, Al's gonna be along when he
He'll be coming around the mountain when he comes. Okay.
When he comes.
When he pops in, we'll fill him in on, I'm sure a lot of plot he'll have missed.
That is Katie's specialty.
I am A+ at running down the plot for Al and everyone else.
I'm not kidding. She has retained the plot of movies that the rest of us were just like, what?
I've retained plots of movies that don't have plots.
That Rock still impresses me.
That was like an outer body experience.
There was a whole subplot about money, or about loan sharking, and all of us missed it except her.
You gotta be listening.
Don't trust the bank.
You gotta be listening for that.
Up there, yep. Yes, thank you, Gordon. No, that is the second best movie.
I remember Ernest movies.
I do too. All right. Enough of that. Let's get started with the movie. I'm going to leave the cameras on because you guys did that last week, and I actually liked it. I liked it.
All right.
Yeah, enjoy my still camera.
Yeah, we're going to buy Katie a webcam for Christmas.
Mike's going to put up a Kickstarter.
You have to tell us
for my webcam.
Please refrain from talking when the movie show is playing and the people in the front are cracking wise, because that's our job. We're down in front, yes, that's our name. It's who we are, not what we do. In fact, we may stand up and think about what you yell down in front. Down in front!
Adequate Ruprecht.
Or Little Stuart Little.
Stuart Little. There we go.
It's already started.
Hey, I was something of a chick. Laszlo.
Based on a story by Ted Allen in between rounds of Chop.
Oh my gosh.
We're laughing. It's fun.
Hey, John Abbott.
Curly Twyford. He never got made fun of.
Gordon's right. This is.
I told you there was an animal trainer and it's
Oh, Irving Bichelle.
Rupert Everett?
Wait, isn't that the guy from Fractured Fairy Tales?
This isn't Rupert.
Oh no, it's Edward Everett Horton. Sorry.
Maybe
How
that's
dare you?
the name of Love and Light. Rupert, the talk of the town. You won't let me down, will you, Rupert? You'll do everything like I told you, huh? Ah, yes. Now,
Where's the money, Uncle Billy?
how about a dress rehearsal?
Wait, that looks real.
Yeah, that's definitely a real squirrel.
Go on the stage. Stay right there when I tell you. Now get ready for our song and dance. Are you all set? Now, 1, 2.
You think it's weird, but this is some of our norms in quarantine.
Durant, he's got a squeeze box. Daddy never sleeps at night.
Squirrels adore the name, admire the fame of Rupert. He's in a class alone, the one and only Rupert. He jumps rope.
Oh my God, we're watching a PE class.
Oh, man.
That is Rupert.
So this one goes to 0 to 60, doesn't it?
Right?
It was just right into it.
And take your heart.
Oh, it was a mistake
man.
not to start drinking early.
This is crazier than how Face Off begins.
For everything depends on how we do it. Now, we all set?
You're gonna fire that kid and hire Harvey the Wonder Hamster.
This has big like dance moms energy right now.
Oh, we're sorry. We'll come back.
I can see you're busy.
I haven't said anything.
Well, I'm so glad to see you. Go on.
We've shocked Laura.
Sit down. How are you?
Are you ready for the funeral?
That's the best time. Weren't you? Go on with you. Good night, I'm sure. Thank you.
Well, what's this new act that you wired me about?
Well,
What do you think?
now greet the man, Rupert.
Oh, hi. Nice to see you.
Welcome to the abode, Laddybuck.
A squirrel?
Sure.
You wouldn't fool me, would you?
Oh, Bill, he's a great performer. Something like Rupert only happens once in a million years.
I'm sorry, Joe, but I'm not interested.
It's like if
You're not interested?
What do you mean?
It's a squirrel in a hat. And you're not interested.
now if he was a frog, we'd have something.
Joe, look, a lion is a big, savage beast. He's vicious, ruthless, a bloodthirsty killer from the faraway jungles of darkest Africa. So he's box office. But
Squirrels are more like the mafia.
That comes later.
anybody can see any place in any park, any time. It's just. Besides, he's so small they never see him from the balcony.
But Bill, I tell you, Rupert is almost human. Come on, honey.
But just a minute. Look, Joe, I'd love to give you
It's vulgar.
tough, but, well, he just ain't box office.
You've seen enough here.
Well, time to put Rupert in an unlit oven and quietly end his life.
Oh gosh, you're right. It's Squirrel Girl's dad.
Come on, man. That was your first investor. Don't give up that easy.
Said that I owe you.
You should, Mahoney, you should.
Yes.
Hey, Chief! Get a full of pail and help me clean this place out!
There's squirrel turds everywhere.
Oh my god. He was very cool.
What a life.
Oh man. I'm already exhausted. It's that was so much.
It's nice and peaceful here, ain't it? You can breathe. Now take a good look around.
He sets him down and he immediately runs away and never meets him again.
Go on and get acquainted with it. Come on. That's it.
Yeah.
Now,
Now,
don't be stubborn
give me
about
your
this.
kilt and your
Go
wee
on.
Bonnie beret.
Oh, to be sure. Pretty outfit.
Yep.
There you are. I would have laughed at you.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Now go on. Yes, I know you don't want to. Go on. I know you'll be happy here.
Get out of here. Go.
You're going to love you. You'll be the life of the
Go
party.
live
You'll
with
become a
Bigfoot.
talk about
I'm gonna move in with John Lithgow.
We don't love you anymore, Rupert.
I tell you. Beat it, I tell you. Beat it, I tell you.
No, and that's a real squirrel.
That's a real squirrel.
What shall I do?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Now Rupert can live out the last 2 months of his natural lifespan in
That's last week. I think I got the letter with me. Yeah, here it is.
Buy a car.
It says, Dear Mr. Amendola, this is the last monthly statement we will mail you. We feel it is hardly worth 2 cents to tell you have 2 cents. Let's get going.
Look at all those
Oh.
lucky people.
Oh, that's Jimmy Durante. I thought the other guy was Jimmy Durante, but like really old.
Passengers under the train.
Who was the other guy?
Don't envy him, Rosalinda.
I would love if we just never see that guy again.
Right? Yeah.
Besides, it ain't Christmas yet. Who knows? Old Saint Nick may have a bunch
They're
of
all
work.
Jimmy Durante.
He can deliver them to.
Amendola.
They got to deliver all that underwear to
No.
Mickey Rooney.
Joe Mahoney.
Oh, darling.
Now, don't tell me this is Rosie. Yeah, she's certainly growing fast. A little too fast. Why, it seems like only yesterday I bought her them shoes, and already she's complaining they're too small. And with you,
Kids
Amendola,
these days,
out
I
the
tell ya.
Us? Great, sensational. Why, if I made me more money, I'd have to buy myself a wallet. And you know something, Joe? No.
If I made any more money, I'd need a wallet.
Just for a change.
That's a lot of money.
Booked the European tour. Europe, London, Paris, Budapest, and in India, we gave a performance the audience will never forget. Why? Because there were elephants.
I hate my life.
A little respect for that joke. It's older than you.
This is me when I talk to my the rest of my friends that are always doing acting jobs, and I'm just going on auditions.
Same with us.
Get out of here, David Sedaris.
Oh, you live around here?
I do. I did. I just moved out less than a half hour ago.
Oh, is the place rented yet?
I don't think so. How much rent did you pay? I didn't. But if you got $32, you can move right in.
Where is this place?
How long did you live there without paying any rent? 6 months. Just what we're looking
It
for.
looks like it's
A high
just
rent district.
in the woods.
Definitely not Chicago.
And see it soon, Joe.
Yes, right.
Well, good luck with whatever the hell you were doing. We're gonna go steal your old apartment.
So tiny.
And also not pay rent there, which is kind of badass. I love it.
322 and a half Maple Street. Just
I mean,
over there.
that is some
Come on,
kick-ass
back
rent
it
control.
This way.
This is people looking out.
Hey, wait for me.
Merry Christmas.
Has anyone seen my chin?
Oh,
Wow, they had to murder a lot of squirrels to make this movie.
Too slow again, me and my darn natural politeness. That dog's not part of the movie. He just got onto the set.
Right.
Sorry, didn't know there was an elephant in there. Oh.
I want his story. I want his story. Squirrel knows where he's lived.
I don't even have a tuba joke. That's I got nothing. Oh wait, that's all rapid poop. Never mind.
You were singing and dancing, and now you go straight to gobbling nuts.
Pardon this unseemly protrusion, but after reading this sign, I took the liberty of removing it. I don't think you're going to need it anymore.
You want to rent this place?
Well,
No, I burned
you
it
might go
down.
something out if you don't drag lawyers into this.
Well, you better speak to my father about it. He's right next door. Oh, on second thought, I can handle this myself.
Hey, you want to play
Come
poker?
in.
Like right now?
This is a fit. This guy's fucking good.
Why is there a big board in front of the door?
Gosh, it's good to be home.
My name is Alan.
Just got it.
Bingo.
Rosalinda. Joe Mahoney sent us.
Oh? Well,
We
that's
just had him evicted.
don't mention it to my father. The rent will be $32 a month.
Well, I don't mind electric bulbs unfrosted, and I don't mind beds with springs that fight back, or window shades that curl up like anchovies. But there's one thing I can't stand:
Rent.
leak faucets. Oh, do you mind?
Not at all.
Perfect. Well, Nora,
I gotta have a lot of water pressure for the neti pot I use.
isn't exactly the bridal suite at the Waldorf, but who knows? If we give this place a good cleaning, we might find an extra room.
Good cleaning is right. Look at all those cobwebs.
Rosie, don't touch those cobwebs. They're probably holding the building together. Well, now that all the
Do you
business
want
is
the
taken
place or
care of,
not?
I'll
What's the time is over. My father, unfortunately, wants his money in advance.
And a lucky man he is, too, your father. I was so gifted in the art of music.
Oh, well, I just
Cut,
go around.
cut, I know. I, too, am a musician. And modesty compels me to admit that I play a pretty piano. And if necessary, I can even play an ugly one.
The wife is unpacking in the background.
Feel free to drop in at any time.
Well, thanks very much. Now about the rent.
Oh, I think I'm going to like it here.
Well, I hope so.
Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to change.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, I'll see you later.
Oh, you want me to leave for that, huh? Ah, smooth.
I feel like this is the 1950 version of Parasite.
Let's try some.
He'll be back. You know, you can blow on it every night and announce dinner.
Eventually, he'll want his $32.
You realize what I've done? No rent in advance and a roof over our heads.
I thought you had to change.
Did he just say no rent in advance?
Twilight.
No rent in advance, yeah.
Which knows we'd be the only ones in town who have a
Well,
white
they managed
Christmas
to distract
inside
the
house and out.
landlord from talking about rent
Hello,
with
Pete.
the
Hi,
prospect of a
Hey, I think
possibly
I got a
naked
letter
woman.
for you. Oh?
No, it's for your old man.
I'll give it to him.
Well, if I don't see you tomorrow, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, same
Oh
for you.
yeah, it's Christmas.
Did you clean the place?
Clean it. I rented it.
Good. You can work if you make up your mind. Who'd you rent it to?
Their name is
Oh,
Amendola.
right. Hey, this is a
Uh-huh.
How many are
Christmas
there?
movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
just 3. They're awfully nice people.
Well, that's good for a change. I'll take the money.
Oh right.
There's a mother and a father and a daughter.
Okay, give me the $32.
And, they didn't even ask for any redecorations or repairing anything. That saves us a lot of money, Pa.
Pete, don't tell me you let them stay without paying.
Oh, you're going to get it. They're awfully nice people. A mother and a father and a daughter.
You see, you can't be nice and a landlord.
I want that $32
Right, yeah,
right
this
now.
is-
And if you don't get it, I'll go over and get it myself. And if I don't get it, out they go.
But, Pa, I gave my word of honor we'd wait a couple of days. You don't want to break your own son's word, do you?
Oh, there he goes again. Honor, charity, love thy neighbor, everything but money. Tell me, son, what did money ever do to you that you hated so much?
I'll get it.
I would
Valid
take a
question.
side, but I'm just a woman.
Oh, hello.
Hello. And he forgot to give me the key.
The key?
That's
May he rest in peace.
Here it is.
Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute. You're,
Give us the money.
Faye, aren't you?
Well, it's my father.
Who is it, Pete?
Look, don't go away. I'll be right back.
There he is. Hey, Al.
Who was it?
Oh, the postman. It's for you.
That's the post lady.
National Security.
Almost certainly doesn't mean it.
What is it?
It's a letter, but that's not important right now.
Advertisement.
Oh.
Katie.
Oh, it's a convertible turtleneck.
Come here.
Post person.
What is this?
Katie, that Wentworth gold mine I invested in 10 years ago is paying off.
No.
Look, here's a check for $1,500, and they say we're going to get the same amount each week from now on.
They give a special bonus if
Yeah,
the,
he's got a
they give,
Nick poetry night to go
they
to.
give a special bonus if the guy who submits it looks like a human thumb.
Wait, I'll go down to the bank and cash the check.
1,500 is more than
I know that.
32. I remember learning that in school.
But, you know, with a little paint and fixing it up,
You mean you're redecorated?
well, I'll speak to my father about it.
All
and Mother
right.
can have
Hey,
a little couple
Al,
of
this is
shoulders
Laura.
off
Laura,
the
this
old-
is Al.
Well,
I'm
we'll
going
see
to
what we
back
can do
out
about that,
because
too.
5 is a bit too many.
Maybe get to
And
know.
have fun with it. Katie, go ahead and catch Al up on what he's
Is
missed.
somebody asleep in there?
My father. I mean,
Yes, what convoluted
my
plot
father is a little reluctant about
that
it.
kid to catch up on?
He has to be handled with kid gloves. Say, how about going for a walk?
Not in these shoes.
I
I
think we may have lost it, Katie. Again.
my feet.
We'll get some other
Katie is no deal.
Wait, I haven't any others.
No, I'm still here. I
What
think.
Dreaming of a size 4. Why?
Stay right where you are.
Not a word of this to a soul, Katie. Not anybody, especially that lazy son of yours.
I'm going undercover as the Monopoly guy.
Mom, what size shoe do you wear?
6'5".
Oh, never mind.
Now, don't you go buying shoes for me for Christmas because I've got 2 pairs already.
I mean, he's not doing that.
I'm still thinking of buying these shoes.
Oh.
Just for that, Frank. I want you to buy a nice necktie for him and put it under the Christmas tree. He likes those pink ones. I saw some perfectly lovely ones for only $5.
I heard all that, Ma!
I'll get some paint out of the attic and paint one myself.
They call it the Amanola Trio, the human pyramid. Papa balanced Mom on his shoulders, and then I stood on top of Mama's, all done up like a little angel.
And then we say the aristocrats.
Mama's head is the heart.
Why are you wearing a Tootsie Pop drop?
The ice started growing, Mama got heavier, and one day Papa's legs gave out.
You mean he dropped you?
4 times in 1 week. The 4th time, Mama broke her leg. You gotta hand it to Papa, though.
You tell the best stories.
He's a great juggler.
Look, there's my father coming out of the bank.
What a coincidence.
What's he doing by a bank? He knows he's not allowed there anymore.
I know what he was doing in the bank.
I've never been in a bank. Just to think of all that money in one place.
We could go to price of the tree was $7. Yesterday, $4. Now, what am I bid? 40 cents. 40 cents. Who make it $1? $1.
I wish we were going to have a tree. Of course, with the moving and all.
I wish I had a Jimmy Durante.
Tell me about you. Where do you work?
I don't. Well, that is, I write music.
Oh, does it pay?
No.
Then you don't work.
Well, I don't have a job.
Can't you find one?
I've never looked for one.
Well, what do you do for money?
I don't need money.
But suppose you were walking along with a girl and she wanted a malted milk.
Wow, she puts a lot of pressure on a guy.
Isn't it great when the sign is like her own subtitle?
Come on, let's go home.
Come on, let's go get you a job.
Folks, there's 2 more left. Now, what am I bid for this one? 40 cents. $1.50. $1.50. Do I hear 2? $1.50 once, $1.50 twice.
I'll buy that for $1.
And now for the last tree. All right, folks, it's your last chance. What am I bid for this one? 40 cents.
This is one who was rejected by one Charles Brown.
Make it $1. 75 cents once, 75 cents twice.
I'm no Susie Orman, but maybe don't bid on trees if you can't afford your own rent.
Would it be all right if I pay you 40 cents now and the balance later?
Sure, if I keep the tree.
Up to the 18th floor. That's our credit department. This is a cash sale, buddy. Do you want the tree or don't you?
Just take it. It's December 24th. Who else is going to buy it?
Give me the 40 cents.
And it's just a loose collection of twigs.
I'll pay you the rest as soon as I can. I'll give you a week. You don't pay it up by then?
With this bush, I'll be the shrubbery master.
All right, ha-cha-cha-cha to you and yours.
12, 13, 14, 15.
We're millionaires!
Over there, at the bank. Katie, you're not serious after all that happened to our little savings in 1929? Nope.
Don't call me Shirley.
Want to get any of my money again?
Wow.
I'm going to have it right in this house.
Slam at the Great Depression.
Katie, you better run over to the church and say that little prayer now.
I'm starting to feel the possession coming back on.
The hiding place a secret from me.
Oh, no, it isn't you, Katie. It's Pete. You're too soft-hearted with that boy. I'm afraid that
What's the use of money anyway if you hide it? Money's for buying things, to enjoy life, to have some pleasure.
You can exchange it for goods and services.
Not to worry about the future, to enjoy sleep.
All right, Frank, I'm going. And I don't care if you stick that blasted money up the chimney and let it smoke till it smells like a ham butt.
Hey, money can do that? Wow. Meanwhile, in the world's most noir circus...
We've not seen the squirrel in so long.
And here's the curtain. All the world's a stage.
Ugh, carolers.
Yep, Carol Burnett, Carol O'Connor.
Pretty soon I'll have to go take care of Mr. Jimmy Stewart at his apartment because he broke both his legs.
By me.
Place to another. Always moving. Never having a place to call her home. Maybe if they thought we were trying so hard.
Oh, man. This is like as desperate as Santa Claus versus the devil.
But it's so difficult to find a job for a human pyramid.
Nothing gets God like a whispered prayer.
Since it's 1920, they want to go on the $2.50 pyramid. Jerry, help!
Calling it, the squirrel's gonna take the money.
He's gonna give Morse code to the squirrel?
I'm not sure why it couldn't all just fit in there at once.
Yeah.
Man, I've heard of squirreling away your savings, but this is ridiculous. Now when I nod my head, I'll hit it.
Hey, director, we've got like another 10 minutes of him putting on and off this baseball.
All of it. Use all of it.
When Fred Mertz was Bob Vila. Take that, you cask of Amontillado. Okay, pick up. Oh! Okay. Screw you, Benny!
Tomorrow's Christmas. We haven't even got a tree.
I got a tree.
Buy some little gift. Not even a pair of shoes for Rosalinda.
That's how that works.
All right, who's dealer? Who's dealing? Who's dealing? Who's dealing? All right, let's cut the cards. Cut the cards.
I see no logical issues with this.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, shouldn't this be in a plexiglass chamber?
Rupert, the
And in
squirrel from
Vegas?
heaven.
Oh, I have $50 and 5 squirrel droppings.
Well, that's I did for the day.
Here's what I'm wondering.
You can
How does
only
the
use
squirrel get
squirrel
distracted?
bucks at certain squirrel gift shops.
Right, that money's only.
All right, this is too much angelic singing.
No, you need to spend this money before someone else. But those carolers, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, unfortunately, the money's only good for Nuts on Clark.
Tell me, Rosalinda, do you still play the harp?
Sure, what?
Well, I think I'll compose something just for the harp and tuba.
I believe it's called Smoke on the Water.
That's a cute title. You think they'll go together?
I don't know, but I'm hoping.
We'll be that harp and xylophone combo Lawrence Welk has been begging for.
This
Again.
cost me $1,500.
I appreciate the spirit, but we really need to work on priorities.
Oh, I hope he takes refunds. So did an angel get his wings? I don't get it.
Rodent Hood is very good.
But I don't understand.
And look at it, Papa. A turkey and cranberry sauce and plum pudding and candy and nuts. And
Hey, where's the cat?
Candy.
Okay, but did you pay the $32?
One on the quiz program. We haven't got any phone.
No, Papa, I didn't win anything.
Mama, the wedding ring. You didn't hock it.
No, I didn't hug anything. All I did.
I know. You wired that drummer in Boston with a crush on you. That sheep
I
with
sold
the...
my body on the street.
I remember what he said when we announced our engagement. If ever you needed anything,
Papa, that was 22 years ago.
I don't care if it was 100 years ago. I never trusted a guy with a tuxedo, especially a rented one.
Oh, let Mom explain, Papa. No, the money didn't come from him. It came from... Here, Papa. You better sit down.
It's pretty easy to wrap your head around.
Rosalinda, bring Papa a glass of water.
Okay, Papa, you know how minks are very generous? Well, think more rodenty.
Of course I'm lucky.
Can you trust me? You'd believe me if I told you something, wouldn't you? Even if nobody else in all the world would believe me, you would believe me, wouldn't you, Papa?
Sure I would, Mama.
I don't know.
Imagine if we
I didn't
tried
marry
to
you out
cosplay
of
that fine
trust.
Ratatouille movie.
And I was praying. And, well,
A small Scottish squirrel started throwing money at me.
$1,500 come floating right down through the hole in the skylight.
$1,500? From heaven?
You do believe me, don't you, Papa?
You
Yes, heaven's in the attic.
said,
Oh, Merry Christmas, Papa. Merry Christmas, Papa.
oh, the old Saint Nick wouldn't forget us. All we needed was a
Does she
mattress.
call him Papa in bed, too?
All we needed was a hole in our roof.
It's really beautiful.
That's a big bottle. It must have cost at least $10.
It's not that dangerous.
Oh, this is a terrific tie, Dad. Thanks again. Did you see the watermelons, Mom? They're hand-painted.
Now, who's that?
Clarence, is that you?
Merry Christmas, young man. Merry Christmas. May we come in?
Oh, why, of course. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
You already said that.
I get the couch. Squatter's prerogative.
We have the exact same ties on.
It could be a lot worse if we were girls wearing the same dresses.
Save that for later, Durante.
Oh, Mom, Dad, this is Mr. Amendola and daughter Rosalinda.
Well, looks like the softball team's all ready.
We just wanted to tell you to shove it because we're moving to Park Avenue.
You say what? Oh. Well, make yourselves comfortable.
Do sit down, Mrs.
I'm glad you brought your harp, Rosalinda.
We sit right in the
Yeah. That's a nice tree you got there, Mr. Dingle. Where did you
We
get
look
it?
good with a bowl of soup.
Maybe we ought to go down there next week and make our payments together. Payments. Speaking of payments, Mr. Amendola, just what do you do for a living? Doesn't the name of Amendola suggest nothing to you?
International Man of Mystery. That's me.
Florida in the racing season, Lake Placid in the winter season,
Or perhaps Africa in the malaria season. Yes, sir, Dingle. Someday you'll be able to say the Amendolas were your tenants.
If I don't get my rent money, I'll be able to say that tomorrow.
I'm glad you brought that up, Mr. Dingle. Now, if you'll...
I'm gonna burn your place down.
I'll drop in
I just love when our husbands fight.
$4 change.
3 months rent in advance. Mr. Amendola, we're so glad you folks dropped in on it. Katie,
Gave him a $96 bill.
and some coffee and some cake, Katie. Where's the Christmas spirit?
That's right. Where is the Christmas spirit? Jingle bells.
In the Gata David, and baby.
Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all.
Is that a tie or a napkin?
What fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh.
I can't believe one person bought that, much less two.
Watermelons look like screams.
I hung my stocking up on a mantle by the bed. When I woke up the next morning, what do you think I found on my stocking? My father's foot.
Fun version of Jingle Bells.
Bells jingle all. Oh, what fun it is to ride. Jingle bells. Wait a minute.
Hey, ever notice how Jingle Bells and Chopsticks is the exact same song?
Hydroelectric train. Jingle bells, jingle all. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open.
Not my tempo.
How do you like that? There's a guy going in business for himself.
Hey, it's the Postal Service.
All together. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to
Are
ride.
you gonna get to the second verse where you explain what a closed sleigh is?
Okay, here's another classic. My neck, my
When the
back.
horses are inside.
But once a year, wouldn't it be nice if it came around twice?
Hey, director, we got another 30 minutes of him just banging around the keys. Which one?
Everyone forget good will come in. That's the time for Jingle Bells.
This is live footage of Taylor Swift doing her third studio album in 2020.
Oh, yeah. I was turning the shade at Christmas time.
The landlord clapped. He thought it was over.
Wouldn't it be nice if it came around twice?
Honey, I think it'd be more fun if maybe you sang songs that everyone knew.
Along a beautiful friendship, even closer than Damon and Bedelia. Now isn't it a shame?
It just isn't the same without the monkey and the fez asking for money.
How's a squirrel in a kilt? Is that better?
Notice Rosalind.
Oh hell yeah! Let's get some of that.
With the slight hard-boiled eggs. All right, Rosalind. Here you are, Rosalinda.
Thank you.
Oh, I finished.
All right, now everybody knows this one. Sing along.
Okay. There you are.
I Macarena. Oh yes, of course. How many
Did he
people in the
eat
audience
the
guessed
squirrel?
it's gonna be a tuba?
He ate the squirrel and embodied the spirit of the squirrel and the talons.
Sorry, still too mainstream for the next Bjork album.
Well,
I
this
don't get
one-
it, Amanda Palmer.
This really sort of killed the vibe.
This is like every bit in every single Marx Brothers movie when they all take a second and play an instrument.
Right. This is like Tubular Bells if Ingmar Bergman played it.
Bad cup to the wheel of full of singers, Mr. Dingle. Did you ever hear of anyone doing a backflip in a bathtub? No. And you know the reason why? There's only a few of us in that river. Oh, that's right. Just enough for life.
So their music means they're either ascending to heaven or about to have a flashback.
Why, I'd be glad to teach you. You got anything around here we could rig up like
Let's embrace some more and do a Russian dance.
a seesaw? Yeah. Oh, I think so. Let me see now.
How about a table leaf? You got one? Go get it.
Oh, can we have these guys' heads side by side so they make the world's most hideous face?
Great. Now get
There we go.
Yes.
Oh, now you can't unsee it.
Lord.
Oh, was only 3 years old. Now you get up in that chair. I'll stand
Now
up.
put the noose around your neck.
The water on my head. When I say go, on that end. I will then do a back somersault, light a cigarette in midair, and land.
Why are you rehearsing your bar mitzvah
drop
now?
of water. Ready?
It's the oldest post on r
It's a
slash
classic
what could go
Christmas
wrong.
mess around.
Oh, this is such a good party trick.
Great. Now I'll play William Burroughs.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
This honestly looks like so many Christmases I've been to.
I want to go to your Christmases, Derek.
Was that
Who
tape
just
good,
has
Brian
the
Wilson?
instrument?
Just failed acrobatics and mournful tuba playing.
Next up, the didgeridoo and triangle solo.
And he wrote it himself. How
I have had those music stands. Those are the shittiest music stands in the world.
Gosh, Rosalinda, your hair, your dress, gosh, you're beautiful.
I'm glad they're in the.
I know we met 20 minutes ago, but I'm in love with you.
I wrote it for you.
It's called That Hair, That Dress.
look, a beautiful car.
Squirrelgram.
Go down and see who it is. It might be somebody important.
It's Squirrel Claus.
Yes?
Oh, hello.
I was about to give this to the poor, but I can give it to you like that.
He has. Well, do you know where he went?
Well, I'm afraid I don't.
Oh, that's great. What'll I do with this Christmas present I brought him?
Eat it.
Here, it's yours.
But
Go
I
ahead.
know you don't.
Oh, it's just fruit and things. You live here?
Yes,
Alone?
with my parents.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I won't attack you then.
Anything I can do for you?
Well, my name is Phil Davis. I'm a friend of Joe Mahoney's, and I just...
Phil Davis, the agent?
Yes, that's me.
Believe me, this is a pleasure. My name is Amendola. You've heard of the Amendola Trio, haven't you? You know.
You've heard of that famous disease?
Come in. Come in.
Oh, man.
Have you ever wanted to see 3 people do a little bit of acrobatics?
Now, don't pay any attention to this apartment, Mr. Davis. We just moved in yesterday. Not much of a place, but for certain reasons, it fascinates me. Oh, Mr. Davis,
Whatever you do, don't look in the dungeon.
you're gazing on one of the greatest vaudeville acts of its time. And the only reason we disbanded is because of my little daughter's rapid maturity.
Oh, yes, I can see what you mean.
Oh, Mr. Davis, I was just thinking, I can work alone. Why, I can out-juggle anyone in the business. And
Pull my tie, and I'll make an animal noise just for you.
And with the other hand, I pick up the broken one. Just a little joke I used in the act. Now, if you give me your undivided attention.
You know, if we get this job, I could maybe afford another 8 inches of tie.
Man.
Make sure and keep Jimmy's hands out of frame.
Juggling nuts?
No, you stupid rodent. That's the prestige. You got to give the nut back.
That's great. How'd you do it?
Huh?
How'd you do it?
What? Oh, that's a trade secret.
We'll do it again.
Oh, yes, do it again, Papa.
Rosalinda, you know the great Amendola never repeats twice.
Well, that's very...
You think I can afford to go making 2 walnuts disappear?
Sure.
Now, how about you?
About me?
Yeah.
To be fair, walnuts did live up to their name
Sorry,
there.
go in, but the coffee's ready.
Oh,
You know, a girl with your looks and figure should be in the limelight. I'm
That hair, that dress.
said he is a twirl with black mustache, and I the proud beauty. Who's he?
please.
Yeah.
Say
Who is he?
Well, a girl like you should have a decent place to live. Not with help like this.
What's good enough for my mother and father is...
It's hardly good enough for a raving beauty like you. And Mr. Davis here is just
We're trying to out-oil each other.
getting cold, and so's the cake.
I'm sorry. But
I don't know. This scene lacks a shot of the squirrel shaking its head sadly.
I beg your pardon. What was that? Oh, I know the type. Promises young girls expensive clothes, diamonds, furs, anything to make an impression.
He didn't say those things, you did.
Brings a fruit basket with a hidden camera. I know the type.
What right has he got to call me a chiseler? Why, he doesn't even know me.
I think
Me
he's jealous.
more, tell me more.
Oh, maybe he's got a case. Say it's Christmas and I'm all alone.
I mean, she's not unattractive, but is she the only woman in the town?
I'd love to. Father, may I go out with Mr. Davis?
You better ask your mother.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Christmas.
I guess I'll have to go hungry this month.
I had no supper when the fall came down. This defies the laws of gravity.
Suck on this, Newton.
Mount Fuji.
Ugh, why do I feel like the cameraman is breathing heavy?
She isn't home yet.
Mama, stop worrying. Nothing can happen to her.
Why are you sleeping like that?
Mama, another miracle happened this afternoon.
A miracle?
I tried to juggle a few walnuts. One didn't come down. It just disappeared.
Oh, sorry. That's me.
Stranger. When it comes down,
You put that on the same caliber as a miracle.
better than money going up and walnuts coming down.
It's the appendix of the nutcracker, I tell ya.
It's nice that the cinematographer got the
Hey,
most
why
important
aren't we
thing.
sleeping like the grandparents in Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory?
Meanwhile, in a Tool video,
Katie. Katie.
What is it, Fred?
let's cuddle.
Think about that Amendola family. Why should people who can afford to pay 3 months rent in advance want to live in a dump like that?
Frank, last night you couldn't sleep because they didn't pay their rent.
It's a valid question.
You can't sleep because they did. Goodness sake, stop worrying and go to sleep.
Now that you've paid the rent, you can sleep for 3 months like a grizzly.
One of the weirdest homes.
Oh, good. The guy from The Exorcist is here.
Why don't you check out of this town? Come to New York. Things can happen to you there, Rosie.
Where is this now?
Oh, I'm crazy about you, Rosie. I'll do
Let me
anything.
get closer to your face.
Maybe some
You want
things
to
will
be in the
happen.
picture, huh?
Maybe some things will happen to you they haven't even had laws against yet.
Well, I wrote some music. I think it's beautiful. If you could take it
I
to
didn't know you were a composer.
Well, smells like Teen Spirit, huh? I don't know if it'll sell.
Who's Peter Bingle?
Oh, you see,
You
well, I could have
heard a
I
Coldplay?
don't even look at it if they knew a girl wrote it.
Well, I'll see what I can do. If it's any good, I'll try and have it published.
Thanks a lot, Bill. Well, night.
Not.
Wait a minute.
See you tomorrow.
I call it You Shook Me All Night Long for harp and oboe.
You can still at least see those curtains.
Time for a little light Columbo cosplay.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
No, I see why they were
excuse
standing
me.
so close together. It's dark as night out here.
All right. Next person who passes, I flash.
Jeez, I thought you wanted a man.
All I gotta do is punch through this window and take what I want.
Mr. Haggerty?
What's the matter, Pete? Somebody sick?
Yeah, me. I want that job.
Also, have you animated that wooden puppet yet?
Tomorrow morning.
I'm sorry. I was afraid somebody else might get it. You see, Mr. Haggerty, I need money.
A young
We
David
all
Sedaris.
do.
David Sedaris gets his first break.
Stimulus check number 2. Stimulus check number 2.
Bend closer, laddie boy. Put your ears alone. I got a sure thing in the six.
Wait, who's making a milkshake for who
New
here?
characters?
The winnings, and I'll give it to you. This one's too loose. It'll win at a walk.
More
They're playing
victims
musical
for the
counters.
You're running.
more victims for the squirrel.
Wait.
That's a fine milkshake. Now you make one.
Yes, sir?
What's your best cigar?
Oh, I got some good ones back here. Quarter apiece.
Quarter apiece.
Yes.
Lord.
This is a joke. About as little as I've heard.
What's a guy doing around here like a girl like me? Wait, no, that was wrong.
Oh, Steph. I didn't know you worked here, Pete.
Oh, that's fun. It was in all the papers.
Let me ask you, what's your best cigar?
Sure. I even remember I couldn't buy a certain girl a cool
I
drink.
hear your milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard.
You took this job on account of me.
The girl I'm referring to.
This place serves $5 milkshakes, but you'd have to sell your house to get one.
Can we go now?
This movie shot on a boat.
Oh, it's you. Let's go, honey.
I'd like them all to know.
Bobbing.
Miss Dump, please.
Goodbye.
Maybe the movie wasn't shot on a boat, but the director sure should have.
That's how Travis picks me up when he wants me to go somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
When he puts you down, does he go, check, mate?
What could this be?
Finally, the bare necessities.
I love flipping the mattress with you.
$49.50.
But Papa, what is we wrong with a polar bear rug?
This isn't an ordinary polar bear. Just watch.
Most polar bears are alive.
I'm so sorry, that scared me.
Great.
You think you talk to a radio.
That's not terrifying at all.
He made some
Now
sense
you'll
for
never
some
lose your remote.
I'm sorry, but that kicks Billy Bass's ass.
I remember my grandma would tell me how she and her family would all gather around the polar bear and listen to the newest Superman adventures.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. You know that Mr. Byfield who we bought these few pieces of furniture off? Well,
Don't step on the tickle me polar bear.
we were talking about. And you know something? He isn't doing so well.
Oh, Papa, I hope you didn't.
It's not
Papa, don't preach. I'm in trouble deep.
a bank chain on the place with no one to find.
$500. Oh, Papa, all our lives you've been doing this. Whenever we get a little ahead, you'll meet someone who's in trouble and you just melt like...
Do you
And
know how
don't leave
exhausted
Papa in charge of the money.
charitable. Nothing about his kids.
But, Mama, we got nothing to worry about. We still got that $100 I gave you yesterday.
No. I mailed that money away for the unpaid bills we left in Chicago. That puts us right back where we were.
You're not in Chicago, baby.
Right?
Those bills are gone.
What you did a week ago.
Are they going to do a credit check in 1949?
I never...
They can't find you. He left.
You're in the wind.
Girl, you.
Well, I just wouldn't have the nerve to ask again. Besides, it's selfish.
To ask God again? Isn't that what he's there for?
Yeah, you don't have a quota.
All you got to do is ask and let heaven make up its own mind.
Well, even if I could remember the prayer... You must remember, Mother.
It's not a secret code.
Well, I don't...
Nope. Derek, God knows that every prayer has to be word for word the same if you want something to happen.
Okay, so they're like magic spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they preach in all of those churches.
I don't understand, Mother. How hard could it be to say Cthulhu Fatagan? Cthulhu Fatagan!
I need 8 more giant ties.
All right. Bring me the little old rocker. I'll get it. I was sitting in it when it happened.
Too quick, girl.
Okay, let me see here. Klaatu Barada Nectar.
Necktie?
I've had 4 bottles of wine already. It was real whispery.
Meanwhile, in the world's hardest glory hole.
God, I don't feel good about this, but I'm being forced to.
I don't know, Papa. Don't we need a table for a seance?
Well, it's time to kill Mother.
She's ran her usefulness out.
Where's Rupert gotten more money?
Back to the shop.
He just put it in the baseboards. The other guy put it in the baseboards.
Oh, because he gets $1,500 every week.
You know, in real life, this movie would just be about a very expensive squirrel nest.
That's why they call it a nest egg. Buns!
I love that shot.
Jimmy, my prayer to Mammon worked!
But you should go sell that.
We get to keep the bear radio.
You know how God fed the Israelites with manna? Well, they're giving us money.
And that's how the world got Jimmy Durante to show his tits.
Exactly $1,500 again. Now all you got to do is sit in that old rocker every Thursday at 3:30 and say, Rosalind needs shoes with $1,500.
That's how Whistler's mother got rich.
Guys, you
Honestly,
should bank on this every week. Like, you don't know what we know.
When I was unemployed, there were days where this sounds like a really good plan.
Oh, for God's sakes, use another wall!
Or a bank. Oh, never mind. Don't trust the bank. That's what that other Christmas movie is about.
Squirrel is waiting. The squirrel also knows the schedule.
That girl was one hell of a card dealer. That's all I'm saying.
It's too warm out here.
This really is redistributing the wealth.
Rupert is a communist icon.
And nobody thinks to check it. You just automatically believe in it.
I mean, to be fair, in 1,000 years, I never would have guessed.
But now you would.
Here's your plate and cake, Miss Amendola. Thanks. Oh, and here's the check. Your share of all profits for this month. Well, well. You cast your dough upon the waters, it circulates, and it comes back strawberry shortcake. Thanks, partner.
I'll say
That's
a
not a
witness
saying.
lie with a tip.
Who was it, Papa?
Petrushka, our baker.
You have a baker now? You just have a baker?
Oh, Mama.
I want
worse.
a baker.
It's worse. He's a master baker.
Look. This is our share of the money. How much did we decide to contribute to buy shoes for European children?
$600. Why?
Well, deposit this, and we can make it 1,000.
Oh, that's fine.
I like
They
to
only
mess with
have
them by only
2
getting them
feet.
1 shoe each.
1,000.
Yeah, nice.
The straw. The guy doesn't
How
work.
many shoes does one kid need?
$2,500 for European children.
Nay, shun,
Nobody knows.
Al.
European children.
I genuinely can't remember the last time I bought new shoes, and I have a steady job.
Buy the shipload of shoes for fine kids. Now, how do you do that? I'd like to.
All right, so now we're about to see that scene like where he does cocktail, but with milkshakes.
Coming up.
These
You know what I think? Money right there in that shack of yours, Mr. Dingle.
Roof Buzzy is right.
Isn't this a big city? Why do they all know these things?
Swear.
Still don't know where they are.
Can they do the harp version of the
guess
sign?
it's like
Notify the police.
it's like some small town, like Pennsylvania area, where it's small enough to like gossip like this, but it's big enough to look fancy.
Because he has a big heart.
You know what this diner scene needs? A harp version of the Seinfeld bass line.
I think it's all a lot of toys. You know what I heard? A man comes.
Tears in my milkshake.
How good. A man comes to see their daughter every day in a big car.
That's true. He's a Broadway agent. What about it?
They're talking about the girl.
The big deal that floods Amendola with
Quit
money.
slut shaming.
Some whipped cream.
Love it. That's what I say about actors. People like the Amendolas can contaminate a whole community, just like one rotten apple in a barrel.
Well, I heard he threw a nut in the air and it never came down.
You're fired.
No, you give him a whipped cream facial in the back room. The back room.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hi, Pete. Hi. Say, I had dinner at the drugstore. And I heard you...
You had dinner at the drugstore?
Cool story. I had drugs at the dinner store.
Hurt, Pete. Who hurt you, boy? Nobody. I just counted my money, and I
Oh,
discovered
that's what I say to dogs.
that makes me sad.
Oh.
Listen, Pete. If you're up for a
The first bar on 34th Street.
get this. A friend of mine...
Excuse me.
Look, Eddie, why don't you make like a ballerina and dance away? Here, stick this in the jukebox and
That
play
wasn't
something.
as smooth as you thought it was.
Yeah.
A friend of mine is drilling for oil in
What happens when you start something without knowing where you're going?
Yeah.
more to go.
Come on, Eddie. Make like the Kaiser and fuck off.
Give up, Mulligan. 20% increase. I'm a millionaire in no time.
Are you out of your mind? Where would I get $2,000?
How about asking your old man?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. My father gets a small pension. He's very happy if he can make ends meet.
Well, I hear there's a very rich squirrel in town.
My brother-in-law, who happens to be a policeman at the bank, says that old man of yours has been cashing pretty large checks for weeks now.
Oh, wait a minute.
He's a policeman at the bank? Huh. How many speeding tickets does he write up?
Letter from him every week.
You see, all you have to do is ask him to back you. What father could refuse such a proposition?
Tell me, Mulligan.
I know
what's he
a lot
gonna
of fathers that refuse those things.
I mean, what's he gonna say? I have no son?
And besides, we give you all the security you want.
I'll see you tomorrow.
If that is your real name.
Who's in your head? Who's got 2,000? What 2,000?
Well, I know you haven't. You've been seen in the bank cashing large checks lately.
That's a lot. Take it out. I don't want to hear any more about it.
But I'll pay you back. I'll repay you 10 times over.
But I haven't got it. I tell you, I haven't got it.
It's way too high an interest
You
rate.
simply must.
Get out, you crazy fool. Get out before I break that blasted tube over your head. Get
But
out.
Dad, we'll make up for it in overhead.
Also, so we had Christmas, and now I guess it's warmer because that guy took out his jacket. What time of year is it, is what I'm asking. Summer? Spring?
Leaves.
Well,
Okay,
Katie, you have
so-
to wait till Jimmy Durante sees his shadow to be sure.
Oh, please.
A specter! Oh no!
It's beautiful night.
Yeah.
Mind if I join you?
No, not at all. I want to talk to you.
Cut to 5 diner people with their faces pressed against the milkshake window.
I have no right to say this, but
Oh, say it anyhow, Pete. It might
I'm the king of Sweden.
well, it's the money your father's spending. They think it's coming through Davis.
You know, I think we're in love because we've never gotten a clear look at each other.
You don't believe that, do you? I can see how anyone might get a wrong impression about Phil and me, I mean. There isn't anything between.
Meanwhile, Nosferatu approves.
Angry about the money because there just isn't anything.
The days of the night dress for men. I miss it.
Or the money, or...
You want Venus, Rosalind? I'll throw a hook up there and pull it down for you.
Why are we sitting here like this when all you have to say is...
Say it
Oh,
out
sorry, I
loud.
thought I saw something behind you for a second.
It's the living, folks.
Well, I'll let him get down to business.
All right.
She's on the pill. It's fine.
$2,000 plus more luck than I dare hope for.
Don't make me throw my boot at you two.
A marriage license only costs $2.
Don't make me throw my polar bear at you too.
How? By putting windows in my tuba and converting it into a Quonset hut?
My mother and father didn't have a...
Well, that would be one use for a tuba.
And Papa said that was the happiest time in their whole life.
Very true. Yeah, that's great. But I can't even juggle. You'll have to take that up the first thing in the morning.
You can teach him how to juggle.
Why must we have $2,000?
You just put your balls together and toss.
It's not. But if
I
it
can
did,
teach him how to juggle tubas.
what's the use trying to dream my way out of this?
Maybe Papa could lend me the money.
If only there was some mournful, sad, low-ended instrument to play under this dire situation.
I'm sorry, Linda. I'm superstitious about borrowing money that comes from heaven.
Huh, that's a good rule to have, I guess.
It's a bit of a specific rule to have.
I have that same superstition, except instead of heaven, it's the mob.
I'm so glad we can now afford a crying cushion.
I know you're upset, dearie, but that's my bed.
Look, you want me to do the ghost dance? I'll pretend to be a ghost. Whoa.
Boo. Did I scared you?
Time to entertain that Scrooge fella.
So it's not cold enough for a jacket, but it's cold enough to for a blanket.
I think it's Jimmy Durante's superhero.
I forgot my stub of candle and my nightcap.
From a cold water bottle.
Can we be 100% sure this is a Jimmy Durante superhero outfit?
We didn't disturb you.
What disturbs me is this idea you got about Rosalind and this guy Davis. Believe me, there's nothing to it. Why, if you
It's
look
called The Secret.
your eyes, you could see where her best intentions are.
Look,
He
Mr.
just
Mangola,
corners her in his car every week and makes her uncomfortable until she leaves.
And with what you says about being broke, and if you ask me, I think you get up and go as got up and went. What you need is confidence. And listen, about that $2,000, I'd be very glad.
Quick, if you can sketch Skippy the Turtle, you get a prize.
Of course, the oil.
So
might-
your
For right now, it's just a hole in the ground in California.
For what? Uncle Sam put money in a hole in the
well,
ground.
in 1,000 years, California will be a hole in the ground.
This too. But let's talk about it some more.
You know how many gold teeth there are in the cemetery, kid?
Mama, where's Rosalinda?
Went for a walk with the boy next door. You know, Papa, I think that's getting serious.
Serious? Oh, they might get married and have
Have they
a couple
even
of
tried to get a job, or are they only relying on money from heaven?
I believe he's also getting money from a bakery somehow.
He was like, we'll invest this.
Why, Derek? Is there a rabbit or mink at the bakery?
Was it the wealthy cattleman from Montana or that drummer from Boston?
Mama, that was me.
Of course it was, Papa, and I've been singing myself to sleep with it ever since. Sing it.
Now let's play that theme song from Family Guy together.
Take a seat. Take the W, another W, another W. Take a part, a bench beneath the tree.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Did that LV?
How much longer is this one?
This is how they filled 87 minutes, in case you were wondering how long the movie is. Because I checked when the credits started.
And the two, they would be 1, 2, or 3.
This is the kind of song that needs an animated gif of a cartoon character rocking back and forth.
What are you?
I need to use the restroom, so if you could... you keep playing, I'll hear it in the restroom.
Hey, we can't both be from the FBI.
I guess we have to start up the CIA then.
That's the entrance to their house. Why have we never seen that angle?
Yeah, they live in a sort of urban hobbit hole.
I'm Lieutenant Saunders, police. I'm looking for a man named Louis Amendola.
Yes, he's Jimbo Baggins.
Bureau of Internal Revenue. May I come in? Sure.
We hear you've been stealing from a squirrel.
You're representing the squirrel.
I don't know. Unless I'm going to the incinerator.
I think we're okay. The squirrel's under audit.
This is my wife.
Please.
Honor?
Now all we need is the FBI.
I'm the bad one because I didn't take my hat off.
Callahan, FBI. Are you Mr. Amendola?
Yes, sir. Won't you come in?
Thanks.
Yes, but I don't want to be.
Me and my...
Can I interest you in a charmingly earthy song?
Good gag.
Mr. Amendola, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Do you mind?
And in return, I'll tell you some secrets about Martin Luther King.
The Department of Internal Revenue would like
They
some
say
information.
when it rains, it pours.
What is it? We got a report. Please, may I? We have a report.
Spread out.
Spending large sums of money, the source of which is not indicated in your previous income tax reports. We're a little curious, Mr. Amendola, to know where the money's coming from.
Oh, I'm selling my body.
The IRS cares if you're just spending money.
I'll have you know Black majored in economics at Cranfish College.
What, is there some problem with laundering money from Russian oligarchs?
And you never heard of Joe Crampish?
Who's he?
He's the president of Crampish. Mr. Amendola, we're not interested in your education. We just want to know where you're getting the money. All right, gentlemen.
Sit down. Let me play you one of my songs, and then you'll see.
A very wealthy typhoon.
It's really simple. Radio playing bears on Etsy.
The change, and I was stolen by a band of starving gypsies. And a few months ago, the king of the gypsies came and told me who my father was.
He also said
He's
thinner.
filibustering. He's filibustering.
Darn, if there was an even number, they'd cancel each other out.
Say you don't believe me. All right.
Well, let me give you my backup plan. Look over there.
I was down at the beach digging with my pail and shovel, when suddenly my shovel struck the top of an iron-bound chest.
Pirate's treasure, eh?
That's right.
Guys, swing by next Thursday at 3:30 and I'll show you where.
Ordered for everything from swiping cards off of baby carriages to operating your own mill. Now, what's your racket?
Please leave him alone. Why can't we tell him the truth, darling? It's so simple.
All right, lady.
Their heads are so close to like single slap distance.
From
Understood. Have a nice day.
But it's the truth. It comes straight from heaven. $1,500 every week.
On the dot.
Hey, shouldn't there be 4 faceless bureaucrats of the apocalypse?
Come on, Amendola. Let's get on and tell it to the boys at the station.
But I can prove it. I can prove every word
Now,
of it.
Mrs. Amendola, how can you prove it?
It's easy. I put this old rocking chair in the middle of the room. Sit down there and say a little prayer. And when I say, Rosalinda needs shoes,
The money comes down like rain. All right, Mrs. Amendola, show us.
Look, we're the three guys who hid the Ark of the Covenant, and even we don't believe it.
Today, the miracle happens on Thursday, between 3 and 3:30.
Eastern Standard Time.
Miracles are tightly scheduled.
Thursday at 3.
Oh, they're gonna go. They're gonna believe you. There will be no problems. I don't see any other issues going on.
I should doubt my veracity.
Did you see there? Did he throw a cigarette?
Well, he was surprised because he threw 3 cigarettes, only 1 came down. And look, they're filming Anaconda 2 in that corner.
Tremendous business.
They are, eh? All right, come on, let's go.
She is the mother of the lady from Chopping Mall and Eating Roll.
So they've had long enough to establish several businesses, but that guy hasn't checked his crawl space once.
How's business, Mr. Molinari? It'd be better, Mrs. Dingle. More orders than we can take care of.
Come on, Katie, let's go.
Clever man, that Amendola. Pretty soon he'll own the whole town. You could have done the same thing if you'd invested your money instead of hiding it.
What are they going to call it? Amandalandalvania?
Amendola Garage. Look at that.
No, I won't, look. And stop every second. I'm getting tired of this
I
thing.
think these are the people we should go for as for Halloween next year.
Today, come on. Due to the increased cost of living, I must raise the rent of this place.
Again?
This is the 8th time you've raised the rent since we moved in, Mr. Dingle.
That was last week.
You're in Landlords Anonymous. Well, you can move out if you want to. Let's not be too hasty, Mr. Dingle. You might be right. Maybe the cost of living has increased.
You might be crazy, but that's just the kind of lunatic I'm looking for.
How much more do you want? $30. $30, $125 a month? Why, it's robbery. Well, if you think that, you can start packing right now.
They went from 30 to...
Oh, Scott. I apologize, Mr. Dingle. Why, for only $125 a month? Find a place where the sunshine comes streaming through the keyhole all day. You're right. You can't take advantage of me like you've been doing with a lot of bankrupt shop owners. Now look here, Dingle. I only helped those fellas out because no one else would. And besides, I'm not making money on all those investments.
Can't get over the fact that it's the name.
Surely losing
I'm just investing in Tuba Futures for the hell of it.
Take me for a sucker. I wouldn't give him a nickel. If you did, you'd probably shortchange him, you tight old buzzard. Oh, that's done it. Another word out of you and I'll punch you.
Old man fight. Old man fight.
Hey, this isn't Geraldo.
It's only for our children's sake. They love one another.
I saw this move from The Undertaker.
Oh, no son of mine will ever marry a girl with your daughter's reputation. Now, why? Get out! Get out! Get out!
Oh, we need to get
It's broken.
Get me some nails and glue. I'll fix it. Hurry. It's almost time to pray.
Why didn't you get me my mace?
Almost time to pray? Why would you risk it? Why do I have a feeling this time something different's gonna happen?
Uh-oh, I have to hide my collection of battered sulfuric acid in the baseboards.
Katie.
Yes, Frank?
Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you.
Gold mine is exhausted. There'll be no more checks in.
The widow landlord don't have no more money.
Cut to the squirrel turning around like that fanfare gopher. Bum, bum, bum.
The squirrel's gonna be like,
Linda needs shoes.
Wasn't me.
He's drunk. We're dead. We're both.
$100 is a lot of money. Sometimes we gotta ask twice. Try it again, Mama. Try it again.
Come on, let's stay still so they can finish this Dutch master's painting.
Shoes.
Mama. Ooh.
You gotta pray to the squirrel.
She's horse. She's
Oh my!
What kind of yoga is this?
Why hath Rupert abandoned us?
$100 a week when I threw this pair.
Not the chair. We have no excuse to ask for any more.
You're right.
I'll never have a religious affiliation to furniture again.
There's a lot of poor people praying in this world. Now it's their time for miracles.
Unfortunately, I don't have several large investments that will be bringing returns every week. Oh, he's going to burn the whole house down.
The squirrel is able to cover that hole?
I'm moving out of this shack the first thing tomorrow morning. Now even my cigarettes don't come down.
I'm afraid you're not going to have to wait till the first thing tomorrow morning. You're beginning to move now. Down to the station.
Not so fast, Lieutenant. This is a tax matter. He goes with me.
Wait a minute, both of us. I don't know what kind of a matter this is, but he's going with me for general questioning. You can question him at the station.
Fellas, I've never had three fellas fight over me before.
I have your question right now. He's going with me.
Over my broken and splintered body.
I have no objection to taking him over your broken and splintered body. What do you think of that?
Gentlemen.
Cooperation.
Ice cream.
Why aren't they from three different organizations? Two IRS
And we're getting our money from. So I'm going downtown and explain it. You stay here with Mother.
Is there anything I can do, Mr. Amazonas?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a play on the Magi.
Look, Pete, I don't know how long I'm going to be gone. Keep an eye on things around here like it's that, will you?
Oh, sure. But there's trouble.
I'll try to escape, disguised like Tom Waits over here.
With time off for good behavior, that may only get your life. All right, gentlemen, whose car do I go with?
As long as there's a piano in the jail, I'll be fine.
I smell smoke.
And where there's smoke, there's fire.
But Dad, Mr. Amazonas in serious trouble. Maybe the $2,000 would help him. You've got to give it to me.
That's it, Frank. That's all. Put that
I know you wouldn't give me, your son, $2,000.
$2,000 for that crook Pelican. I won't do it, I tell you. I won't give Amendola one penny. Let him try.
I won't do it on a boat. I won't do it with a goat.
Dad, this is
Frank is just a hard-hearted, money-hearted.
Tell it to him. I'm going upstairs where I don't have to listen to either one of you.
I gotta share a cigarette with a squirrel. Oh, demon rodent! Demon rodent in there! Demon rodent!
Okay, Dad. Come on, Dad. No, I gotta get the money. The money is in the hole behind the fence.
It's in the hole! It's in the hole!
I gotta get the squirrel.
Just throw him.
They're burning down Xanadu's stately home of Charles Foster Squirrel.
That was really nice of the IRS agents to help them move stuff out of their
Hey, just because we're bureaucrats doesn't mean we can't loot too.
I would say they're the real.
All right, they made it to the Great White Concert.
Some girls just want to watch the world burn.
How did the fire start?
Rupert took a lit cigarette into his little house. Rupert is, by the way, almost surely dead.
Definitely dead.
Don't get into my money, no sir.
I'm gonna put their $2,000 on the fact that Rupert is dead.
Guys, you're forgetting his squirrel liquid metal exoskeleton.
Thousands of dollars burning right now. Brand new crisp $100 bills. He put in a hole behind his bed. Every Thursday, $50. Now it's all gone.
Oh no.
I can't believe you tried house trepanation.
Rosalinda needs shoes,
Now pull yourself together, Mr. Dingle. I'll rebuild the house. It'll be better than new.
There's every sort of possibility that money might not be there at all.
We all right, Dingle.
It's kind of a best case scenario.
The way I see it, now this is very definitely only a tax matter, which makes things much simpler.
What do you mean, Steve? Who owes the tax? Amendola or this other guy?
Well, tax is the tax man.
Yes, Amendola. I don't know. Both had incomes. Maybe they both owe.
Well, how do you figure? It was this other fellow's income. Sure. Amendola was only innocent.
Oh, come on, guys. Shouldn't you be, like, faking killing JFK by now?
And not only owes income tax, but he'll have to pay his gift tax, too.
As far as I'm concerned, the local law is no longer interested. Looks like it's out of my jurisdiction, too.
Still involved for me. I'm going to forget all about it till March 15th.
So he wandered around doing nothing. The bureaucrat's code of honor.
Well, I was going to make a joke about the government abandoning something because it seemed too hard, but they actually do that.
Yep.
I can't believe this guy really saved the squirrel.
That's the place for a little squirrel to be.
In Jersey. Now the squirrel owes half the town.
I was lost a squirrel. This guy.
I just got off the bus back into the movie.
Rupert. He's calling for Rupert.
I got lost at craft services.
DTK, don't tell anyone. I want to be your sledgehammer.
Knock it off. It's 3 in the morning.
I'm your fire starter. I'm your fire starter. Do, 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 do.
Oh, you haven't changed a bit.
I'm a little more rabid anyway.
Now tell me, how was it? How did the other squirrels treat you? Were they good? Well, yes,
sir?
We're starting 2 weeks in Hoboken. Me and 2 sheep.
Oh, look, I've squeezed him to death again.
I'm going to go on to a new town and redistribute wealth there.
Oh, look, Rupert the Squirrel and Spinal Tap. Well, he did beat out the Cincinnati Bengals.
Imagine 40 minutes of just
If this movie ends with Rupert sitting in the audience of a movie watching this movie,
Oh my god.
And it's going to end with how Scottish Parliament operates.
don't forget you're nothing without me, you little shit.
They are cowards for not rolling credits right then and there.
Greetings, Mr. and Mrs. Dingle. Mr. Amendola.
For your new home, Mr. Dingle. Thank you. Go ahead, Papa. Make your speech, Papa.
Oh, Mr. Dingle. Like a caterpillar has its cocoon,
I'm going to pose as Tom Wolfe from now on.
like the worm has its,
Worm place.
places that present you with the
And you make like a worm and dance.
Mr. Amendola, you're the finest, the noblest, the most generous. Oh, I wouldn't say.
I like you much better than cats. I could watch you again and again.
I'm overwhelmed. I can't find words enough. Words. What are words?
There's words in the script. Say those.
Carry you across the threshold. Thank you, Mr.
Threshold? You just got consonant problems, don't you, Durante?
Are they all moving in there?
But it looks just like the old set.
Now let's take turns praying in the morning chair.
Oh, it's nicer than
Oh, I'm glad the fruit made it from like 20 minutes ago.
The wife crocheted the doilies, but I'll have to take credit for the cookies. I would have done a much better job, only my pinkenches were delicate.
See, Mulligan.
Why, you dirty dog. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me go. Let me go.
No, I'm really not Paul Sorvino.
Well, tell me like a diaper. What? The well came in. Rosie, come down here, quick.
The milkshake store is open. No, you drive.
Hey, look here, David.
You still just told me.
The melody for two orphan instruments by Peter Dingle.
You did this, Rosalinda. You see, Daddy, what I mean about taking a risk?
Tell me something.
Thank you so much for stealing my work.
Well, sure, but that was going to be the top piece of music at WHRP.
Amendola, my friend.
Dingle, old pal.
Kiss, kiss.
Yes. Oh man!
Wowie! Wow, that was a movie that happened that we had to watch.
Give the credit for Rupert as himself. Rupert
Yeah.
as himself.
Give it to us.
Rupert that died doing his best.
Frank Ocean?
He was at least partly a real squirrel.
I could not.
I mean, all of us are partly real squirrel.
Definitely.
Isn't there a little squirrel? No, that's to Richard Gere. Never mind.
That
That was a gerbil or a guinea pig.
All right.
No,
So-
I believe.
hope
I
it
believe.
wasn't a
I,
guinea
be-
pig.
I believe. Yes, Gere was the guinea pig.
Oh no! Oh.
But also, what a fitting thing to bring up.
Right?
I may-
collectively with.
It was ironically termed slamming hamster.
Oh.
I may have checked IMDb during that movie, and the screenwriter wrote another film. You'll never guess what it was. John Cassavetes' Love Streams, available in the Criterion Collection.
Wow.
Criterion.
Wow. It
Collection,
wasn't Rocky the Flying Durante.
No, yeah.
That
mean,
means that John Cassavetes has seen this movie, most likely.
That's how the squirrel got his acting technique.
There are a lot of stories
my
like that.
gosh.
Like Zack Snyder went from the Owls of Ga'Hoole to 300 and the DC universe.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, thank you everybody who's still with us. Yeah, that one was I enjoyed it, but I will admit that movie has to have been that's probably a bit of an acquired taste for most.
I don't think you can acquire that taste.
I want a sequel where Durante and the squirrel solve crimes together.
Right. Anyway, thank you for joining us for another B minus. Thank you, Laura, specifically for joining us. It was great to have you. You're lots
Yes,
of fun.
thank you.
Thank you,
We'll
guys.
definitely want to have you back.
Oh my goodness, this is a blast.
We are going to be back next Friday with our new, never before performed scripted riff of 2019's Tom Hooper's Cats.
That's right.
Yes.
The
So
movie that ruined the world.
yeah. So basically, this really should have.
We are gonna
everything
Bob
into
Barker the
perspective.
hell out of that movie.
This should really put into perspective things to prepare you for next week.
And then the week after that, we'll do a movie about dogs and so on and so
Right.
forth
Oh,
until
we'll
we
do-
get up to a movie about whales.
Then then we'll do.
Free Willy.
Oh, or maybe we'll do something else. Actually, no. We are so next week is Cats, and then the following week is Christmas week. But that Wednesday, we're going to do another show like we did Armageddon. We're going to be performing Die Hard on Wednesday the 23rd, and then we will rerun that on Friday. So we've got an excellent couple weeks coming up. Actually, I just finished the fine touches on Cats, and we'll be rehearsing it this week. And I can promise you, it is an amazing script. You definitely want to watch it, especially if you don't actually want to watch Cats unriffed. This is the way to watch it.
That one will probably only be on Twitch, right?
That'll only be on Twitch, yeah.
So if you're watching this on Facebook or something, you'll have to go to Twitch to see Cats.
You have to.
You have to. The links will come up on our Facebook and Twitter and everything like that. So, thank you,
my
Brian.
God. Lord.
You don't even need a reason to do the Sanford and Son theme.
I'm gonna actually we'll record the performance, but I won't be able to do anything necessarily with it because it's not in the public domain like this is. So I won't be able to sell it or put it up where it can be shown. But
we could just do the isolated audio like they do with riff tracks.
We're kind of hoping to do that. It's that has editing those is a full-time job that I have not had time to do.
I think you already have one of those too, right?
I do. So I am not. I do not have time to do them myself, and I don't have the money to pay somebody else to. So they kind of haven't gotten done. But we've actually got a few recordings in the can, waiting to be edited.
Yes.
Parts of it, yes, actually. So yeah, once we're out of quarantine and so we get some things figured out, I might very well have time to get that editing done. Leave it to the squirrel in your house to do. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's a good point. You know what? If a squirrel started throwing me $1,500 a week, I could quit my day job and I could do this.
There you go.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I just wanted to look on the inflation calculator real quick.
Oh,
Keep
right.
going.
Yeah. What is $1,500 in what was that? 1940?
Yeah. It's $16,400 a week.
Holy crap. That's squirrel.
But to be fair though, in modern
Dr. Spaceman.
Yeah, but to be fair, like in modern times, that would be a badger or a lynx.
All right. Anyway, so once again, thank you for joining us. We had a great time with this one. I think that was bonkers. If you had a great time, tell your friends. Have them follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, Down in Front Live, here on Twitch, Down in Front Live. Or actually, you're watching on Facebook too. Our website, downinfrontlive.com. Literally anywhere that you can find us, we're Down in Front Live, all one word. In fact, if you'd like to help us out any further, you can support us at patreon.com/downinfrontlive, where your contribution of as little as $1 a month will reduce the amount I'm paying out of pocket for all this grandeur.
We'll also take any amount of shoes.
All this. Look below the video on Twitch in the About section or on our website for the links I mentioned at the top of the show. Stay safe, stay healthy. Join us for next Friday for Cats. Laura, you got anything you want to plug?
Oh my gosh, no.
No?
Watch Cats. Watch Cats.
Come watch Cats. All right. She's plugging our show. All right. You know what? I've never had a guest come and plug our show, but I'm going to take it.
I just, sometimes it's just someone else. All you can do is just amplify something. That's all I wanted to.
Just to uplift our voices. Yeah.
All right.
It's appreciated.
Everybody, thank you so much for that. That was a fantastic show. I had a great time watching it, curating comments. I'm glad you guys were enjoying it. Stay safe. We'll see you next week with Cats. Have a good night.
Bye.